What is going on? I'm Zedmon. Today is July the 5th. We're going to do some warships. I know a bunch of you are probably on vacation. I think the US is on full vacation mode today, blowing up fireworks and having all sorts of jubilous celebrations and all that stuff. I'm in Canada, so I did that on Thursday. Didn't actually celebrate a heck of a lot, but nonetheless had the day off work, which is why I missed War Factory. Thanks for your patience. We're going to do some warships stuff today. Now, my warship has been floating adrift without a course, without a navigator. I'm going to show you my tech tree. It's a bit of a mess. I got to admit, for the 4 engine room level, there's nothing really to go toward. So I've kind of just been like buying stuff and upgrading it. Artillery is my next target, but that's a bit of a ways away. I'm going to need some chests to get there. Also going to need some tokens. Let's go over my tech tree, though. I've just gone to complete dum-dum mode, and it's kind of working. So I have level 3 flares. Doesn't really matter right now. Probably should have those level 4, but not enough carrying to matter. Mortars level 4. Don't have cannons. That isn't a big deal. I do have both troop damage nodes maxed, though. That's something somewhat useful. Don't have Everspark. I have been tempted by both Everspark and Kavan, but held out. I do have smoke. Smoke is a key element here. I also have 1 GBE node there, 1 GBE node here, both max. So I have max 100% troop damage, 100% GBE. I also have 50% building damage and 50% troop health. So we've got all of the bonuses that are possible right now, just missing a couple things like boom mines and stuff. So my defensive layout is a mess. Don't copy this at all. I need to copy someone else. I need to update this. But as you can see right in about here, I started to do some winning here. Starting to get good times against 4 engine rooms, 254, 311. I think I even had one slightly faster than that somewhere in here. I've also been losing my fair share, but most importantly, sticking in that diamond tier, getting all these chests at diamond. So right now, I'm kind of just floating, just trying to get all of my chests in. Actually, you know what? Let's skip. Let's go back here if we can. I'll show you some of those battles just to show you what I'm doing. Try to show you the fast ones because what the heck, 254, not bad. And it is all about heavy rushing. Just once my troops finally drop at some point here, see, and then going kind of against the grain a little bit here, and you'll see I have to use 4 barrage and a critter to get rid of an engine room. That is so much gunboat energy, and it is so utterly ridiculous, but it's kind of working. Also using smokes and flares, and I generally don't have a heck of a lot of strategy except for just rushing. So 3 minutes, 11 seconds is pretty darn good, and why I went for that back one is because I found CMOs actually are a little bit scary somehow, some way. Also, people with damage amplifiers and 50% building damage, just I end up screwing up sometimes, but as you can see there, 3 minutes, 11 seconds, and it's all about picking which engine room to go for. I am not the expert at that, but I've just been trying to do my best. There are 3 over here, so I'm going to guess that I'm going to go over to this left-hand side. Not super duper difficult to figure that one out. Also, using ground flares as much as possible to get your troops to walk in a reasonable manner. Notice I have to use 2 flares because my flares are under-leveled. That is where I would really benefit from level maxed barrage and also level 4 flares, but my more importantness right now is getting extra level barrage, because what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to actually barrage things in 3 or 4 barrages instead of using 4 and critters. So the extra cost of barrage is way more than the extra cost of that extra 1 or 2 flares. So nonetheless, we're going to do some scouting. We see this person does not have defensive building damage, which means I should be able to absolutely and utterly cruise through this. I'm going to drop on this far right-hand thing because that's going to hopefully save me from having to use a flare. Let's just watch, make sure my troops are heading in the right direction, saving a little bit of gunboat energy right now simply by doing absolutely nothing. Just letting our troops go in the right sort of direction. Next, we're going to throw 1 smoke there. And we've got an engine room. We've already got an engine room, folks. Just like that, we also have saved ourselves a flare, by simply letting our troops walk exactly where they wanted to walk. It is that utterly simple. Just trying to let our troops do exactly what they want to do. We are losing a whole bunch of troops to those darn boom mines, but we should be a-okay as long as we get that next flare out. Here comes that next flare, and we don't have far to run, so I'm going to throw that shock right about there. Going to get that final flare out, just trying to get the last of our troops onto that engine room. And the fact that we have max level shocks means that we should be able to get this down before the hot pot melts our faces. So 2 minutes, 57 seconds. Pretty decent time. Gonna win most times. I think people have been taking down my base. The fastest I've seen is 3 minutes, 2 seconds. So against the fastest of the fast, I would lose. But I'm finding that people have gone into Kavan and Everspark. So if you can heavy rush decently well, you can pull out the wins. I know a lot of you out there don't enjoy heavy rushes, especially people without instant training, so this video might not be super useful to you, but hopefully it lets you know where I've been, Canada Day, day off, family time, and also how I've been playing right now. So my strategy is strictly, I am headed like a bullet towards artillery. That should set me up in a decent spot. Then I can decide if I want to go get bullet or go get the next engine room. But for right now, I'm just only one target, and that is artillery. So it'd be nice if I got to 17, but honestly, right now, all I really care about is staying in gold and farming some chests. Long term. Now look at this person has 100% troop damage. They have 50% troop health. They have that 50% troop building damage, so this is going to be a tough base to take down. Also, there's 2 engine rooms here and 2 here, so this is going to be a tough base because I can't just barrage one. I'm going to be able to save all my gunboat energy, which is going to be somewhat good, but I am kind of nervously afraid that I'm going to fail on this base. So I'm going to keep that nice ground flare like we talked about, sending our troops along. I'm going to get one smoke in here just to keep our troops somewhat alive. Now the next little tip I've got for you is go for the far engine room. Going for the far engine room has worked in so many seasons, and what it does is it gets your troops right on top so that when they need to go to that next engine room, they only have to turn. They don't have to go for that long walk. It works incredibly well. Do give it a shot, and then we're going to use that ground flare. And look at this, we have 81 gunboat energy, so we should be able to get back in there. I'm going to throw some critters on top of that, just trying to get all of our stuff back there. And then here comes this next shock right about now. And now it's just a matter of hoping and hoping and hoping that we can get this puppy down right about now. Going to throw our next flare, and then just throw all of our gunboat energy in barrages and just hope that we can get this down. It's going to be incredibly close, but 2 minutes, 49 seconds. And that is against full defensive building damage. So that's a decent attack, I gotta say. That's 2 decent attacks today. Fairly happy with that, and they ended up retreating. So let's see how people are treating my base. So it's this weird balance where, like, if you keep your GBE, you have more shocks and smokes. I do love smoke. I resisted getting smoke for a long time, but I figured, you know what? I do better with smoke. It helps me navigate, move around and stuff like that. And this person is just dropping their troops and walking through. Now, I know everyone out there has rocket launchers. I have thus far resisted rocket launchers, and the reason for that is I just don't have any upgrade tokens. I don't know about you guys, but I am finding that I am super low on upgrade tokens this season, possibly because I am cut adrift and not really in possession of any sort of long-term strategy. So typically I'd be pushing for like Seekers or for heavy choppers, and this season I feel like I'm kind of just along for the ride and getting a couple upgrades here and there and trying not to fall behind. So let me know if you're feeling that. Let me know if you're enjoying this season or not. James is coming in with artillery and barrage. I do love these mines, but they're doing absolutely nothing, it seems like. Trying to barrage the engine room seems like they're just... Oh, I can't believe that didn't go down. That is sort of surprising. Look at these mines right here, just eating up their troops. Poor James needed to flare that last engine room, only getting 2. A little bit lucky on my part for sure. And you know what? I was going to call it a day. Let's do this boss battle so you can watch me lose one more time. If I would have edited the video right now, it would have been a great amount of time for a video, but I feel like I'm about to screw this up. So what we're going to do is... I'm not sure. I think we're going to go left here. Left to this engine room, then up, and then there. Let me know. Yeah, I think that's... No, we're going to go... The other thing, what I've been doing sometimes is throwing 2-3 barrages and then some critters in this corner. Let's do that, because I can get all of our troops going to that back corner, and then I can go like this, 1 and 2, and then we're just going to hang out here for a second. And then I'm going to throw 2 critters and a shock right about there like that, and then just let our critters eat that final engine room, and then we can smoke in and get this other engine room as our critters are doing all sorts of work for us. So I think that was the right choice. Let me know if you would have done it differently. I am making this stuff up as I go along, as you can likely see here. Throwing those smoke, getting our troops just gapping through there, and now just need to make sure that that right there is going to stay alive, and then we're going to throw that shock out there, get that hot pot by the very, very corner, and then keep our troops moving along through here, and then we're going to throw one more shock right about there just because I am overly paranoid about the hot pot, and we are going to win as long as this final engine room goes down. Look at that, 3 minutes, 0 seconds, cruising through all of the things. Using critters there gave us a little bit of extra gunboat energy back here, I believe. A couple different strategies, moving up into rank 17, just like that. That extra chest is going to be so, so useful. Honestly, I don't care if I'm moving up or down at this point. I just want to stay in gold. But let's see where the New Zealand leaderboard is. I have seen people going up and down like crazy. Mackett, for example, went down to 15, then fought his way back to 18. I was down in mid-15 earlier this week myself, back at level 14. Big shout out to all of you on the New Zealand leaderboard. I've only ever talked to Mackett, and I believe Blindside threw a comment in my YouTube later last week. But anyways, all of you players on here doing incredibly well. The global leaderboard, like, that is just insane. Up at level 25, getting into legendary very, very soon. Anyways, hopefully this video helped you out. I know Heavy Rush is not super duper sexy or difficult, but there are some intricacies like the ground flares and using smokes and shocks and barrages and critters. I'm really, really looking forward to this right here. I'm going to upgrade my barrage unless you guys scream at me and tell me it's a stupid idea, because I feel like that will save me some gunboat energy, get me to the next tier. Anyways, as always, I shall talk to you soon. Can't promise many videos this week. Trying to sneak out to my son's baseball tournament, which means that life and YouTube and work just takes higher priority. So anyways, I shall talk to you soon. As always, throw creator code ZMOT in every single Supercell game. Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Heyday, all of the rest. I shall talk to you soon, though. As always, thank you for coming in. Hit me up in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. I'm ZMOT. Peace.